from ignoring basic safety around his own kids,
You can't take a baby out of the thing.
to openly admitting he cheated on his wife 12 times.
And then that led all the way up until Samoa, where he did the tongue thing and the blowjob thing. So collectively, he's cheated like...
Asuelu Pulaa has built a reputation as one of the most childish and head-scratching cast members in 90 Day Fiancé history. His relationship with wife Kalani Faagata became a real-life lesson on how not to handle marriage, parenting, or adult life in general. When viewers first met Asuelu in 2019 on Season 6, no one expected to watch years of behavior that constantly left fans wondering how someone could be so disconnected from reality.
It's a coconut.
Asuelu is 23 years old, he's from Samoa, and he is Oliver's father.
This is the story of a man whose childlike mindset and questionable choices turned what could have been a sweet love story into a warning about growing up too late. But to understand how Asuelu became reality TV's most frustrating husband, we have to go back to where everything began, with a vacation romance that changed both of their lives forever. Kalani's story started in the most unexpected way. In 2016, she was a 29-year-old from California, raised in a strict Mormon household, and had never been intimate with anyone. She was still a virgin, saving herself for marriage. During a trip to Samoa, she met 23-year-old Asuelu, who worked as an activities director at the resort. He had never left Samoa and grew up in a small fishing village.
The first time I met Asuelu was when I was on vacation in Samoa. He was the activities director at the resort I was staying.
He wasn't anything like the type of men Kalani was normally attracted to. She later admitted she preferred older white guys, especially ginger or Jewish men. Asuelu wasn't close to that. Then came the moment that felt more like a chaotic rom-com. Asuelu started following her around the resort, trying hard to get her attention with goofy, childlike energy. What should have been annoying somehow came off as charming to Kalani. Everything changed when she saw him shirtless during work. Suddenly, she wondered if this unlikely romance could actually turn into something.
The nights I saw him shirtless, and I was like, okay, this could work.
She took the risk, unaware her entire life was about to be turned upside down. After her first trip ended, Kalani couldn't get Asuelu out of her mind. She returned for a second visit, and things escalated fast. For a woman who had waited 29 years, choosing to be intimate with Asuelu was massive. But shortly after returning to California, she found out she was pregnant.
And then I had to tell them, hey, I'm not a virgin anymore and I had sex, and by the way, I'm having a baby.
For someone who followed strict religious rules her whole life, an unplanned pregnancy with a man she barely knew was devastating and confusing. Kalani later admitted that if she hadn't gotten pregnant, she probably never would have married him. Their worlds were too different, and the relationship was built more on chemistry than compatibility. But with a baby on the way, both families expected marriage. Their first son, Oliver, was born in January 2018. Overnight, Asuelu was thrown into fatherhood, and it became painfully obvious he wasn't prepared. He moved from a tiny Samoan village to Utah, into Kalani's parents' home. The cultural shock alone was massive.
Whole 90 days don't end up working out with Asuelu, I will be losing everything. Time, money, relationships, my sons.
Even worse, Kalani's family had concerns from day one. Their relationship moved too fast, and Asuelu didn't seem to grasp the seriousness of what was happening. When Asuelu finally arrived in America, he turned LAX into his personal dance stage by performing a Samoan routine while strangers stared. To him, it was romantic. To Kalani, it was embarrassing, and cameras caught every second. Life in Utah felt like a different universe. Microwaves, giant grocery stores, endless highways, everything amazed him. At first it was funny, then it got frustrating.
My first impression of Asuelu was that he was a little confused. It might take a little while, but it's very important that the three of them alone without anyone else have time.
Kalani handled all the real responsibilities, while Asuelu acted more like a teenager than a partner. Even with all these issues, the couple moved forward. His K-1 visa required them to marry within 90 days, which added even more stress. Instead of using that time to build stability, they crashed from one problem into another. Then another shock. Kalani was pregnant again, almost immediately after he arrived.
It's not good timing right now with his papers and the next round of papers we have to do and planning a wedding and taking care of my son. I feel like I'm not even...
Money became their biggest problem. Asuelu didn't have a job and didn't seem motivated to find one. His dream job? Giving out frozen yogurt samples because it seemed easy and fun. Meanwhile, Kalani was working, raising Oliver, and running the entire household. Their fights kept getting worse. In one notorious moment, Asuelu pulled their crying baby out of his car seat while Kalani was driving on the highway.
From Samoa, where you can have 20 kids and afford to feed them and take care of them, you can't do that here. If you don't have money or stability or jobs, like you're not supposed to just have another baby.
She went into instant panic. It was a reckless, dangerous choice that could have ended tragically.
I have no control over myself. I feel like if we were not in the car, I probably would deck him.
Still, somehow, they pushed through. In September 2018, they got married on a boat in California at sunset.
I feel like very excited moments of my life.
Hello.
You look beautiful.
It looked romantic, but the reality behind the scenes was far from the fairy tale. Their second son, Kennedy, was born in May 2019, just 16 months after Oliver. Asuelu still hadn't grown into the role of father or provider.
When my mom's gone, I don't get that. I'm by myself. I'm with them almost the whole day. I'm doing everything almost completely by myself.
I'm really surprised that she bring this up. Like, all the thing I hear is just...
He frequently insisted that in Samoa, women raised children while men worked outside, except he wasn't working either.
Okay, so who's been up every single night with both of our sick kids, and I'm sick too?
You and I woke up sometimes.
Oh my gosh, you freaking liar.
A liar, bitch.
But things got even worse when his mother Lucina and sister Tammy entered the picture. They pressured him to send money to Samoa, even though he couldn't support his own family.
Then your mom said that she does not care about the babies and that she wants you to go back to Samoa and work there and pay for their stuff since you don't give them enough.
They also treated Kalani horribly, blaming her for everything. Tensions reached a breaking point during Christmas 2020 and turned into an all-out physical fight between both sides of the family.
I'm grow older now, so I need money from you when I go back to Samoa. You give the money to me and God bless you. You think about that.
He just said it. She doesn't want a baby. She doesn't want a baby. She doesn't want a baby.
You caused the trouble. Did you hear that? Hey, no! You caused the trouble. No! You see?
Hey, what the hell?
Please get out of my house.
Instead of standing up for his wife, Asuelu stayed stuck in the middle, refusing to set boundaries. By 2022, the marriage was falling apart publicly. Their last affectionate moment online was in March 2022 during a Hawaii trip. But soon after, they unfollowed each other on social media. Kalani even revealed Asuelu blocked her.
Not overreact. How many times have my kids almost died when you're around?
Oh, now you're blaming me there. You're not blaming
Am I
me.
blaming you, or am I saying the actual actions of what has happened? Did Kennedy get loose in the parking lot at the pumpkin patch? Did I see you chasing him and I had to pick up Oliver and run?
In June 2022, Asuelu posted a TikTok announcing he was single, showing off his weight loss while telling the world his marriage was over. Their Utah home went up for sale, and by November 2022, Kalani confirmed she moved to California with her sons, without Asuelu. Then came the biggest bombshell on 90 Day, the last resort in August 2023. Asuelu cheated on Kalani in Samoa, receiving oral sex from a woman at a bar. Kalani figured it out during a FaceTime call when she noticed his tongue was white from thrush.
was he was FaceTiming me and he stuck his tongue out and his tongue was white. And he's like, "What is this?" And I was like, "That's a yeast infection. You have thrush. And there's only certain ways you can get it."
Kalani ended up meeting a man named Dallas Nuez, and the kiss turned into a full-blown emotional and physical relationship.
So then to make it even or fair, then he said I could have a hall pass and then I could go kiss someone if I wanted to.
Huh?
But he only told me that because he thought I wouldn't do anything.
A hall pass.
For the first time, she felt valued by another man. Things worsened when she revealed that Asuelu hadn't cheated just once. He had cheated throughout their entire marriage, during both pregnancies, while she was doing his immigration paperwork, and even a year before filming.
Then he would buy their naked pictures online. And then that led all the way up until Samoa, where he did the tongue thing and the blowjob thing. So collectively, he's cheated like...
Kalani tried one last time to save the marriage, but after catching him deleting messages, she knew it was over. On the October 30th, 2023 episode, she told him divorce was the only option left.
Like, you want divorce me? Yes.
Asuelu acted shocked, refusing to fully take accountability. In the end, his story became a cautionary tale about what happens when someone refuses to grow up. Whether he ever becomes the mature father his kids need is still unclear.